It's time for GMA3. The husband of the woman who vanished in the Bahamas released by police. What they're saying about the case as we hear from him for the first time.
After an hour of calling her, I could have never heard her voice.
Describing what he says happened to his wife. New SKYKING documentary sneak peek.
I did a kind of a bad thing.
So you hijacked the plane is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm afraid I did.
Inside the moment, one man hijacked an empty passenger plane, bringing one of the busiest airports in the country to a halt. And as the biggest band in the world headed to the biggest stage in the world, what BTS is saying about playing the Super Bowl halftime show and giving the world permission to dance. It's time for GMA3.
We don't need permission to dance.
No, we don't. And a lot of people will if that happens.
That's right. Ooh. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm Rhiannon Alley.
And I'm Gio Benitez. We're so glad you can join us on this Tuesday.
Yes, coming up, it is day 2 of Deals and Steals Super Fan Week. We have Ashley from North Carolina here with Tori Johnson. They have huge discounts on silk pillowcases, jewelry, skin and hair care, and much more. Up to 74% off.
I love meeting the super fans.
Oh, they're so much fun.
They are a lot of fun. And Joel Kim Booster, he's going to join us here to talk about joining the cast of Scrubs and give us a sneak peek at the revival's season finale. He is so funny.
We were texting yesterday about how excited we were to have him on the show.
Super funny.
Yes, we're going to talk with him, but we are going to begin now with some breaking news and the disappearance of an American woman in the Bahamas. Her husband was released by police overnight, and Victor Akendo's in Bahamas with the latest. And Victor, you just spoke with Brian Hooker. What did he have to say?
Brian Hooker opening up to ABC News, telling us about his relationship with his wife, Lynette, what it was like being in police custody as the search for her was ongoing, and what he plans on doing next.
Brian Hooker is speaking out after Bahamian authorities released him from custody without pressing charges in his wife's disappearance.
What was it like being in police custody, knowing that the search was still ongoing for your wife?
It was hell. It was a different chapter of hell and a giant hell that I'm in.
You're still in it?
Yes. I don't have a wife. She belongs with me.
Hooker, who plans on staying in the Bahamas, overcome with emotion as he returns to searching for his wife.
My only focus is to go back to the boat and then hire or beg people to help me go find some areas to search.
Is that what's next for you?
That's what's next for me until my visa runs out.
And in a new audio recording, Hooker opening up for the first time about what he says happened in the immediate moments his wife Lynette was lost at sea after falling overboard on their dinghy more than a week ago.
She basically just bounced off the dinghy in the middle of a little blow. She had the spare dinghy key in her dry bag, which was with her.
This conversation with friends recorded the day before he was arrested, Hooker recalling how he immediately lost sight of her. The 58-year-old claiming he tried to rescue her.
I will always think there was something I could have done differently. My one job was to look out for her, and that has not happened, and I'm going to keep looking out for her now as best I can.
We should note that because of the pending investigation, Brian Hooker did not answer any of our questions about what happened that night Lynette disappeared. Guys.
What a powerful interview there, and you see his emotion. Victor, thank you for that. All right, now to the future of flying as high oil prices from the war with Iran send airfares soaring. And ABC News chief business correspondent Rebecca Jarvis spoke exclusively with the CEO of Southwest on what passengers can expect. Take a look.
Southwest Airlines CEO Bob Jordan exclusively sitting down with ABC News to talk ticket prices and the economy.
Airfares are rising pretty much everywhere you look. Is the era of a low-cost carrier, is that era over?
Well, airfares, they are up, but they are still below the inflation rate that we've had since COVID. I'm very proud of the fact that Southwest has everyday low pricing. We use our aircraft more efficiently than anybody else, and that's a big key to being able to offer the low fares that we offer you every single day.
If jet fuel prices keep going up, will consumers pay higher prices for their tickets?
I'm focused on what we can control. We don't control the war, we don't control fuel prices, but if input costs come up and they stay there, just like any other industry where supply chain costs rise, the fares will have to adapt, and therefore that'll affect the consumer.
As for his decision to do away with Southwest's open seating,
What led to that decision?
We knew that 80% of our customers wanted assigned seating, and 88% of customers that would not fly us wanted assigned seating, and families, because we could not guarantee you in advance that you could sit together. So at the end of the day, you've got to follow your customer, and this is all about that, and we're not going to stop.
Thank you, Rebecca, for that. And one of the things that I tell everybody, set price alerts on Google Flights. Southwest is actually now part of that as well. And you can set those alerts, so depending on where you want to go, when you want to go, it can tell you when that price has dropped. So that's the best thing you can do. It's free.
The best advice. Thank you, Gio, for that. Okay, we turn now to the WNBA draft. It was a huge night. The latest group of talent entering the league. They're riding an unprecedented wave of popularity. Everyone loves these ladies. Lara Spencer has the night's biggest moments.
It was an historic WNBA draft.
With the first pick in the 2026 WNBA draft, the Dallas Wings select Azzi
Fudd teaming up again with former fellow Yukon Husky Paige Beckers, now set to soar on the Wings.
I think it shows what's possible when you just believe in yourself, when you surround yourself by people who believe in you. Obviously, there were days where I was like, will I be good enough? Will I make it back? But because of all that, it's made me who I am, and it's gotten me here.
And for the first time ever, 5 first-round picks from one school. This year's national champs, the UCLA Bruins. Angela Dukalich, Kiki Rice, Gianna Neepkins, Lauren Betts, and Gabriela Jaquez. And Flau'jae Johnson, seemingly chosen by the Valkyries. Her little brother Aiden stealing the show.
Hey, come on. Come on, Aiden. Good? Did you do good? Yeah.
And less than an hour later, a shocking twist.
Okay, we have a trade.
Johnson traded to the Storm, now headed to Seattle instead. Also a fan favorite, South Carolina's Raven Johnson, now joining Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, hugging her college coach Dawn Staley before heading to the stage.
She was so excited. She was super excited. She was like, you earned this. Just be who you are and go shine.
Congrats to all of them. The way my daughter screamed when Azzi Fudd went first. But you know what was really cool last night? UCLA, since the draft started back in 1997, they've had 6 #1 draft picks. Last night they had 5.
Wow.
They almost tied that number in one night.
That's incredible.
I know.
You're such a WNBA fan. All right, great to have you here to
Love
do
the
that
W.
too. All right, coming up here, what BTS is saying about getting permission to dance at the Super Bowl halftime show. Pop news is next with Sophie Flay. Stick around. All right, we're back now with Pop News and Sophie Flay. What's going on?
Hey, Sophie.
Hey, guys. We begin Pop News with some serious Bieber fever. This morning, Spotify is revealing Justin Bieber's streaming numbers are skyrocketing after headlining weekend 1 of Coachella, or should I say Bieberchella. Overall streams of his music saw an increase of 165%, with Favorite Girl spiking 870%. After being performed live for the first time in over a decade. And his 2011 hit, That Should Be Me, increased 445% on the streamer, and he's doing it all again for his weekend 2 performance this Saturday. Last weekend, he brought out Thames and The Kid Laroi. But he's worked with so many heavy hitters. We'll see who he brings out this weekend. Personally, I'm hoping he brings out SZA. And millions, right?
Yes,
millions watched him perform on YouTube live, including me. I was up at 3 a.m.
I was up at 3 a.m. to be at Bieberchella. I know your trip got canceled, but did you stay up and watch?
It was so good. Of course I did. I had to. And now to BTS taking over Rolling Stone. The biggest band in the world is gracing their May covers. That's right, plural, because this one here is just the first of 8 covers coming out this month for the South Korean boy band. Their comeback album, Ari Wrong, has just topped the Billboard Hot 200 chart for the 3rd week in a row, the most for any group in more than a decade. Now the band is opening up about their future plans, which include pushing music boundaries and maybe a halftime show performance. Fans have been begging for a Super Bowl performance from the group, and Jimin says it would be amazing to get the chance. Despite all their success, they still consider themselves a small boy band from Korea, even though they do have songs. Right.
Like, literally the biggest band in the world.
I don't know about that. And, they do have songs in English, but they said after watching Bad Bunny's halftime show, it was really inspiring to see what could be done.
Right? Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Just putting that out into the universe.
Might as well, right? We'll see what happens. And in movie news, the odds are ever in our favor because The Hunger Games has released their first trailer for the latest film in the franchise. It's called The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping, and will follow a young Hamish Abernathy, a role played by Woody Harrelson, in the original films. Check out the trailer.
Welcome to the second quarter quell.
You have no idea what's in store for you. Twice the number of tributes, twice the glory.
Presentation could save your life.
Shoulders back, big smile.
You are brilliant if you drink it.
I confess to having a moment.
This is so good.
Right? Good.
The movie marks the 6th film in the $3 billion franchise, starring newcomers Joseph Zeta and Whitney Peak into the world of Pan Am. And as you saw in the trailer, they're joined by some powerhouse Hollywood actors, including Oscar nominees Glenn Close, Ray Fiennes, Elle Fanning, Jesse Plemons, Oscar winner Kieran Culkin, and so many more.
What a cast.
What a cast. It hits theaters on November 20th. Guys, that's top news.
So good.
Yeah.
When she said shoulders back, I suddenly sat up straight. All right, I'm listening. Thank you so much, Sophie. Coming up here, Deals and Steals Superfan Week. Tori Johnson is here with Deals Die Hard. Ashley has here up to 74% off. Stick around. You're watching GMA3.
We're getting nice and comfy
you're
here.
comfy, yeah.
Welcome back. It is day 2 of Deals and Steals Superfan Week. We have Ashley here from North Carolina.
Yeah, welcome.
Here with Tori Johnson. They have huge discounts starting at just $6. Ashley, first, I want to ask how excited you are to be here.
Over the moon excited. I love it. Thank you for making me feel so welcome.
Now, how many things have you bought from Deals and Steals?
Daily. Officially put it on husband radar.
Have you bought
Sorry,
this
ladies.
one?
Yeah, that's not a question that you ask.
Yeah, like asking your age.
Yeah, so, but we're starting with what favorite, Everlasting Comfort that you know well, because as you told me, you've bought this.
Absolutely. It's great for your office chair, for your car. Super comfortable. Posture straightens it without even thinking about it. Upgrade.
And what I love is that you said I gave an old chair an upgrade without buying a new one, and like that's like
So
what this
smart.
is right there. So if you feel any kind of pain when you're in a chair, this will help alleviate it. And if you want comfort when you go to games in a stadium, this is for you. There's stadium seats. Everything from Everlasting Comfort is slashed in half.
This is so smart.
I live in a basketball gym,
love
so
that.
I'm getting this.
Ashley is all about organization, and you travel a lot.
I
so
do.
Person is fabulous for that. We've got a couple of options. Look how
This
cute.
is
Look
so
at
cute.
You look at how many convenient areas and compartments there are that are in that. They also have this one that has the little
also
mirrored
soft.
light,
Built
which
in.
is amazing to have the built, so you can be illuminated as well as totally organized on the go.
Nice.
Look at all of these compartments as well. It's so smart. This one is really fabulous too, and also again the light right there.
Oh,
Look at all the
so
compartments.
smart.
Light
It
up.
keeps everything
It keeps-
separate.
Exactly. Genius, all 50% off from person. Lots of options from you.
Beautiful quality.
All right,
We
this
need
is
some jewelry.
speaking Ashley's language here.
Look at the bling.
Right? Look at this.
Nice.
Love this
Yeah.
story.
Oh, are
it's
you wearing it?
amazing.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, you look so
Blinged
good.
out. Check out my heart necklace.
Beautiful.
That's how I knew
Story.
she was a real Deals fan, when she was like, I've got the Sterling Forever. Earrings, necklaces, bracelets. You told me you always keep a bracelet at home if someone comes over.
I do. It's perfect gift. It's beautiful packaging.
I'm coming to your
Wait,
house.
I just told
Wait a
everybody
minute.
my secret.
People
Now
just show
everybody's
up
gonna
and you
show
give them a bracelet?
Ashley's got the goodie closet there. She's got the goodie closet.
That's right.
All of these amazing options from Sterling Forever. Those are sterling silver rings.
They're beautiful.
That it's the big cushion cut stone like Travis Scott Taylor.
Ooh.
They might be
Wow.
using them for an engagement, but a lot of people are telling us that they're buying them as their Mahjong good luck ring.
Oh.
So no matter your purpose, we got a lot of bling, 50% off plus free shipping.
Most people give candles, and she gives jewelry.
She gives jewelry.
All right.
FHI, really great hair tools. We're talking about how this one, how lightweight.
Light as a feather.
Super lightweight, but comes with 6 different attachments.
Oh, yeah,
that
that is
unbrush
little.
in your hand there, 35,000 positive reviews on that because it prevents breakage, cuts down on drying time, great for detangling. Everything from FHI heat is slashed in half.
So my girls won't scream when I'm
Yeah,
brushing
exactly
their hair.
right. That's exactly right. Another Ashley favorite.
Oh, this is one of my favorites too.
It is?
Yeah,
Yes.
I travel with this.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the Blissy cover on the hotel room pillow.
There you go.
I love it. I love the feel. It really did a number for my hair. My hairdresser even said, "What have you done different?" And I said, my pillowcase.
My
This is
Blissy.
amazing.
These are fabulous. All 50% off plus from Blissy.
Free
soft.
shipping.
You got it. And then
Good
finally,
idea.
last but not least, a big assortment from Dr. Brandt. One of your favorites.
I love this. No more baggage. I have dark circles under my eyes. This covers them up. It looks like I've just come from microdermabrasion, but needles no more.
There you go. Everything from Dr. Brandt is 50% off. Plus on this one as well.
Free shipping.
Yay.
She got that down.
You nailed it. You nailed
Thank you.
it.
Thank
So
you.
fabulous.
Great job,
Thank you
Ashley.
so much.
we're all coming to your house. I hope you have.
I better
jewelry
order
for all
some
of us.
bracelets. Good thing they're on today.
We've partnered with all of these companies on these great products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com. Don't go anywhere. We have Joel Kim Booster here talking about scrubs. He's so funny.
All right, welcome back to GMA3. I'm getting hungry just thinking about this here. Tomorrow on GMA, our friend Michael Simon is going to be here making some of his tasty signature dishes. He's telling us about the new season of his show, 24 and 24, Last Chef Standing.
We love when he comes to the show, and it's time to spruce up your home for spring. Lori Bergamato is here telling us how to bring your personality to your home, plus insider lighting and placement tips, because I never know what to do with the lighting. The decorators swear by these tips.
Oh, absolutely. And did you know that North Dakota is the biggest sunflower producer in the country? Look how beautiful that is. There's so much to the Rough Rider State that you don't know until tomorrow, when 50 States in 50 Weeks visits the place where Teddy Roosevelt said he found perfect freedom.
Oh, look how gorgeous that looks.
So beautiful.
Such a great week on GMA, but right now we're so excited because we are joined by Joel Kim Booster from the new Scrubs revival. He is here ahead of the season finale with a preview. Welcome to GMA3.
For having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, so let's talk because this is a revival. This show means so much to so many people. We had Sarah Chalk on the show yesterday. She talked about how close this cast was years ago and how close they are now. What was it like joining that group?
I mean, it was super daunting. This is the first time in my career I've ever gotten to join something that I really loved growing up. This show raised me when I was a kid, which Zach loves to hear me say that. No, so it was daunting because I know how passionate the fan base is because I'm a part of that fan base, and stepping into something like this, 10 years later, it's a crazy experience. It really is. It's wild.
So you were a huge fan, I heard, of Zach Braff. How long did it take for you to actually tell him?
You know what? I think I waited pretty much until I had gotten the job. I didn't want to seem, like I was just saying it to get the job. So I waited until after, and it's wild because my whole purpose on the show is to be mean to Zach Braff. So it is now, cameras roll and I'm not very nice, and then they cut, and I have to transition back into trying to be his friend. But yeah, it's tough because I did not get invited to the Thanksgiving ski trip in Whistler, and I have a feeling it's spilled over from our on camera.
From the character.
Yeah, we're being very method about it.
Okay, so we have a clip from the finale. Let's share it.
Sorry you guys couldn't get your patient to the wedding.
And?
And nothing. Being nice.
Wait a second. Why can't we just have the wedding here? I'm not taking him to the OR for a few hours.
Have the wedding in this hospital? That's disgusting.
We got married in this hospital, Kevin.
Oh, well, then it's beautiful. If you guys need any help, just let me know.
It is your villain era.
It is. Yeah. How does it feel to play a villain on this show you love?
Honestly, I'm having such a good time doing it. It's so fun to, actually lean into it. I've played snarky characters before, but this one is the first one where I actually get to be a little rotted. So it's been a dream come true.
I feel like watching because I'm one of your fans, and I've seen your other performances. Is there improv that's involved in this? Because it feels like that's kind of how you do your thing.
No, it's really great. Like Zach is, just as like the sort of creative force behind it, is so open to letting us, we'll get a couple as scripted for cameras, and then he's sort of like, go, and so many of my lines that have come from those moments of play have made it into the show, which I'm really grateful for. Like, and that's the thing about Zach is like, he's so, it's so important to him, this show, but he's not precious about, like making sure that it's just about him or that it's like just his vision. He really wants to collaborate with all of us and really have us inject as much of ourselves into the parts as possible.
Do you feel like everything is just working out for you lately? I mean, you're just like in all these different project shows. Yeah. You turn on the TV, there you are. Does it feel surreal for you?
You know what? I'm glad that my publicist is working overtime to make it seem like I'm that successful and busy. But yeah, it's hard to really like accept it while it's happening, I think, because like everybody else who works in this industry, I'm just like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? Like, I feel like I'm floundering a lot, but it's nice to hear that from the outside. It seems like the opposite.
What would you like to do next? Do you hope there's another second season of this show?
Oh yeah, I mean, I really hope that the show gets picked up for a second season and we get to continue to develop these characters, because the thing about my character being an antagonist is that what the show has done so well in the original run was all the antagonists eventually get dimension to them, and you see sort of why they are the way they are, and you see different sides of them. And we've only had a 9-episode first season, so there wasn't a lot of real estate to get there with Dr. Park, and I'm really excited. You start to see it in the finale a little bit, like he's seeing different sides of him, but I definitely want to get a little bit more into why he is this sort of abrasive guy that he is on the show.
This is a show that's obviously somebody else created, but you're a creator yourself, and I'm just wondering, what do you like better? Do you like the creating, or do you like performing someone else's work?
You know what? I will always prefer creating, but I mean, acting is the easiest job in the world. It's 90% sitting in a chair.
Your publicists don't want you to say that.
Yeah. So it is always, it's a nice, like, it's nice to go, especially to a set where I trust everybody creatively, to just sort of like let it wash over me and let it happen. I don't have to wear so many hats, but it's been, I will always, I think, want to be a writer, creator, actor, stuff
Tell
like
us about some of the other stuff you're working on. What do you have in the
Well,
pipeline?
I'm on tour right now. I'm a stand-up comedian.
Yes,
that was like the
you're
OG,
very funny.
like where I started. And so I'm doing a fun little tour right now. You can check it out on my Instagram. There's a link to all those dates. And that's what I'm focusing on right now, is getting back into stand-up and having the time to focus on that. But I've got, some other projects that I can't really talk about that are in the pipeline.
Right.
We'll talk off camera.
All right. Good. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on
Yes,
everything.
congratulations on all of it. And the Scrubs season finale airs tomorrow night on ABC, and then it will stream the next day on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
And we'll all be watching. All right, coming up here, a fascinating new look at a story that captivated the nation. We're talking to the director of the new documentary, SKYKING. Stick around. You're watching GMA3. All right, we're back now with a deep dive into a story that's really mesmerized the nation. Back in 2018, Richard Bebo Russell, who worked at an airport, managed to steal a passenger plane, fly it, and then crash it without hurting anyone else, thank goodness. The new documentary, SKYKING on Hulu, takes never-before-seen looks here at why. And director Patricia Gillespie joins us now from Los Angeles. Patricia, welcome to GMA3.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Congratulations. What made you want to take a look at this and really take it to a new level with this documentary?
I heard this story in the same way a lot of people did, which was the clips of these audio recordings floating around on the internet. And when I heard Richard Russell's voice, I heard something really familiar. I heard something that sounded like the guys I grew up with. And I sensed that a lot of the narrative behind this event was missing, and I was curious about it. I wanted to fill it in.
You actually uncovered a lot of that air traffic control audio that had never been heard before. We want to take a look at a clip.
And you can see all the terrain around you. You've got no issue with visibility or anything?
Nah, everything's peachy clean. Just did a little circle around Rainier. It's beautiful. I think I got some gas to go check out the Olympics. And yeah.
And this was actually the first time a lot of his family and friends had heard these full recordings, except for his mother. How meaningful was it to you for her to see this documentary and to see this story?
Yeah, you know, when we started making the film, we weren't sure that Karen ever wanted to hear these recordings, Bebo's mom. And she surprised us by showing up at South by, and I thought we were gonna walk around Austin together while the movie showed, but she sat down and she watched it, and it was a really special moment. I think she was incredibly brave to make this film. I think she went through a lot to share this story with people in order to help them, and it was a real privilege to be a part of helping her do that.
Patricia, you know what I think is interesting is that you say Bebo's story actually broke your heart. What do you mean by that? Why?
You know, I think it broke a lot of hearts on a lot of levels. But this is a guy who really should have been able to succeed and feel like there was a place for him. He was a striver. He was a person with pretty good morals. He was a person life knocked down, and he always stood up stronger. And life just kind of wore him down. And I think we should live in a country where guys like Bebo can win, and when they feel like they can't win, they can ask for help. And we don't right now, and we got to talk about it.
And a lot of what Bebo said in the cockpit was really chilling, especially knowing obviously how it ended and how he died. But it was also polarizing. How did you handle that in the documentary and even go beyond that?
Yeah, this is a story that got very sensationalized and politicized right off the bat. And I think our approach with the film was to try to step away from that sensationalism, try to step away from those political takes, and really look at the human story. And that we knew that that would fill in the details that felt like they were missing.
Patricia, what do you want people to take away from this? When they watch this documentary, what do you want that message to be?
You know, for me, my greatest hope is that people see this film and they think, you know, I gotta call my buddy and ask how he is, or next time someone asks how I am, I gotta answer that question honestly, or maybe it's time for me to get some help, and that's okay. I think that's what his family would want. I think that's what Bebo would want.
Patricia Gillespie, such an important documentary. Thank you so much for bringing it here. We appreciate you. And you can stream Sky King now on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. All right, coming up here, you know Stacey London from What Not to Wear. She and wellness advocate Nitika Chopra tell us about living with a condition that affects more than 8 million Americans. Important stuff. And it's next year.
We are back now with a look at the intersection between health and fashion. Here's Ginger Z with more.
Now to a conversation about a condition that affects more than 8 million adults in the U.S. Psoriasis is an autoimmune condition that can cause itchy, scaly skin patches. This segment is sponsored by AbbVie, and we are here this morning with spokespeople Stacey London and Nitika Chopra, who are both impacted firsthand. It is lovely to have both of you ladies with us. Yes. So, Stacey, I'll start with you. Yeah. We obviously know you from so many things, but obviously fashion first. But you were diagnosed when you were 3.
Yes, I was diagnosed with psoriasis. Plaque psoriasis when I was 3, and I think that, you know, my interest in fashion and in style was really underlined by that diagnosis, because in a lot of ways I think that being diagnosed with the disease so young made me self-conscious in a way that I was looking for a way to manage it. And really, I found it through style. And it's been so interesting in the years since, not only to see the incredible advances in science, but also to, as with age comes wisdom, also comes a way to manage a condition like this, where it doesn't have to own you. It's a part of you, and you accept that.
Just one part. That. Yeah. And Nitika, as a wellness advocate, I like this. Your mission is to help people find radical self-love and joy while living with the physical challenges and limitations. So how have you found this through your journey?
Yeah, I mean, so many different ways. One of the biggest things is really through advocacy, like really advocating for myself, finding people in my life that I can lean lean on. And honestly, my team, my dermatologist, has been a huge part of that. I think sometimes people can get assigned a doctor and think that's sort of the end all be all, but finding that person who's really got your back and you can trust and have those conversations with, the dermatologist has really been a big part of that and helped me with my So Done journey. So it's really helped me. Yeah.
And you've got to have that team around.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of a team, we all need you, Stacey, our best friend for fashion on our team. If someone is struggling or has a different type of, something that fashion might be able to help either, show off because they're proud of it or conceal a bit.
Absolutely.
What's your
I mean,
kind of
first thing is that it is your choice whether you want to show off plaque psoriasis or not. Your choice. And again, as you age, I have found confidence to do that in my everyday life, and it makes me feel really proud and that radical self-love and acceptance. But I also think if you do want to show it off, go for fabrics that are a little bit cooler, natural, breathable, like cotton, like linen. When it gets into the warmer months, sun is great for our skin. So we want to show it up, fantastic. If you don't, you can cover up by doing light layers and maybe wear something a little looser so that you're not irritating your skin when you have flare-ups, because those are inevitable and you're going to have to manage them, and fashion can be a great tool in making you feel good about that.
And you can have an outfit for comfort and just also feeling good at all the points.
All the points. It can be flattering, it can be comfortable, it can be unflattering and comfortable. You choose you.
Okay, and Nitika, you are part of a new campaign to help raise awareness. How are you hoping that it inspires or encourages other people?
Yeah, so much on my journey, I felt so alone. I know Stacey and I have talked about this throughout our friendship too, and you just feel like you're the only one. So I want people to go to SoDone.com, it's PSO done.com, and make sure that they see that they're not alone. There are millions, as you said, of people out there living with this condition and dealing with its challenges.
They're not alone. How does it feel when you hear from them now that you are an advocate?
Oh my gosh, it helps me feel seen, which honestly helps me just get so much more empowered in my life. I can have such a bigger voice and advocate for myself and build community, and it's really special to help other people do the same thing.
Healing can mean accepting all parts of you.
Yes,
all parts
I love
of yourself.
that.
And friendship is a great way to support yourself through it.
It's true.
Thank you both. Really appreciate you both being here, and thank you for sharing your stories. Also, thanks to our sponsor, AbbVie. You can go to GMA's social pages to learn more.
And now they're empowering women everywhere.
I also love their relationship together in this. It's really great. All right.
Thank you so much for that, Ginger. We'll be right back.
Oh, that was fun. Thank you so much for watching. And for more news, check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+.
Have a wonderful and safe day. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye.